A quick tip about POPs today. There are two POPs that drive a lot of limbic activity, and I want to address them. They're what I think of as kind of two root patterns that create the fear behind a lot of other POPs. So one of them is the fear that this experience will never end. All experiences end. By definition, all experiences end. And you do have the power to change your brain. So recognize whenever that's happening that it is just a limbic pattern. Funny story about that to demonstrate that it's limbic. I was limbic my whole life, but when I was pregnant, I used to have this very, very strong fear that I would never not be pregnant, that would get much stronger close to the end of the pregnancy, because I couldn't remember not being pregnant, and my limbic system would get pretty activated by just the stress and strain of late stage pregnancy. And I always thought that was really funny because it's utterly, it's impossible. You can't stay pregnant forever. But I was so terrified that I would just never wake up and not have this child inside of me. It was really funny. So know that that is limbic, always. The fear, and again, part of it is if you just look at reality, everything is always in flux. All experiences end, all experiences change. Even if you don't do anything about it, they all end, they all change. So that one's a big one. So if you ever have a pattern and it's going back to, I'm just afraid that this is never going to end, it will. It always will. And your attempts are changing your brain. Number 2, the fear of permanent damage. This is a big one. So I want to get to the root of this. Pain and discomfort are indicated in a healthy way, meant to indicate the risk of permanent damage. If you think about this from an objective perspective, if we encounter something sharp or something hot, the message of pain in the nervous system is to say, get away from that so it doesn't leave permanent damage, which is helpful. That's very helpful when it's a true message. When this is limbic, it is a false message. It's based in a chronic stress response, and there's no real threat. There's no actual sharp thing. There is no actual hot thing. There's no risk of permanent damage. All of your skin, all of your tissues can regenerate when you're in relaxation chemistry. So what I encourage you to do is recognize, call the bluff on that. That is the true message behind genuine pain from a direct experience of something that is negative sensorially. But in this situation, it stems in the brain. We're having chronic sensations of discomfort or all kinds of unpleasant sensations, but they do not mean that there is the permanent damage happening. And that's often what can, again, generate a lot of fear around symptoms. So just wanted to drop those note on those two for you guys today. Keep going. Your efforts matter. They are changing your brain. Don't give up on yourself.